Let's get going. And we're
Yeah.
live.
So today on the tech wrap up, we will have the tech news,
Also, Microsoft has released Windows 11 to the public.
and Apple has also released the brand new iPhone 13, 13 Pro, and 13 Pro Max.
We will also have other topics. Let's roll the intro.
Welcome to the tech wrap up.
Let's get into the tech news.
Twitch confirms massive 125 gig data breach. It shows top earners and even a stream competitor, a Steam competitor. Yeah, it's 125 gigs. There's encrypted passwords, dev tools, infosec, like a load of stuff on it, and game competitors. Yeah.
Okay, I guess it's on to the next story. What happened to Facebook, Twitch, and Instagram when they went down on Tuesday? Facebook has apologized after it stopped working for users around the world for several hours on Monday. WhatsApp and Instagram, which are owned by the company, were also down. What was the problem? In a nutshell, Facebook's systems stopped talking to the wider internet. It was as if someone had pulled the cables from their data centers all at once and disconnected them from the internet, explained web infrastructure firm Cloudflare, tongue twister. Facebook's explanation was a little more technical. It said configuration changes on the backbone routers that coordinate network traffic between our data centers caused issues that interrupted this communication. This had a cascading effect, bringing our services to a halt.
Could I just say something?
Okay.
Someone basically configured the DNS, which was
Yes.
and the employees were also locked in the room they were in because everything relied on the servers, which was very sad.
Yep.
And and that was the tech news. And Northland is going into level 3 in New Zealand because of overwhelm of an overwhelming number of cases.
So what's happening is someone went around Northland and
Again, well,
and
what?
spread COVID. So there could potentially be a lot of cases up there because we're currently having a Delta outbreak in parts of New Zealand at the moment. Yeah.
Let me just pull up the info on that for you. Just a minute. So the woman used false info to obtain travel documents and spent several days and was traveling with another woman and level 3, and it'll be reviewed on Monday and will have businesses.
At least they're not letting it get out there, and they're making it less spreadable. I've forgotten the word anyway. So
we had 44 cases today though, which was extremely
Yep. It went down and then back up. So back up. Remember to back up your data. Totally unrelated to the breaking news, but anyway, the breaking news isn't.
Segue to our sponsor, Glasswire.
LTTstore.com. Okay, let's get into our first topic. Microsoft has released Windows 11 to the public. There have been a few features that have not made it quite yet, like the Android apps, and Android apps isn't available quite yet, isn't it?
I have been trying for so long. It has not been working. I think it's a while away.
So it's not really finished, just like iOS 15, which SharePlay isn't available yet.
Well, they may not have SharePlay.
Okay.
I may have iOS 15.1, which is going to be released in a week or so.
So they'll fix a couple of the issues. Although Safari doesn't look anything like how Apple showed it off at the event.
I hate Safari on the iPhone. It's just disgusting.
Yep. Although it's easier to change tabs. That's the plus side. So since you've been using Windows 11, how has it been?
It has been. I have really loved the rounded corners, and it's like how everything's more minimalistic. Like for example, settings, and it's like everything's more just better. But it really takes a toll on your PC's performance. It's like I'm rocking an i5 6th gen with 8 gigs of RAM and a hybrid, and oh man, it's good. It's just like there's quite a bit of lag. It's like if I right click, it takes about two seconds for it to come up. But like if I, for example, play a game, it's fine.
So there's a lot of devices that are now no longer supported, like, not officially supported, but you can put Windows 11 onto them by wiping your hard drive or SSD. I refer to storage drivers as hard drives, but
there sort of is a workaround, and that workaround is to on your computer. If you join the Windows Insider, you can just update directly, even if you've not got the requirements.
Yep. So Microsoft's also saying that if you upgrade on older hardware, you won't be getting software updates for whatever reason. Like I've got a laptop here, which is, to be honest, perfectly fine. This is running our Minecraft server. Go and check it out. I'll link it down in the video description if you're watching on YouTube. But this can't download updates because its storage is full because it only has 128 gigabytes. But works perfectly fine.
Do you want to know how many gigs the computer which I had last year had?
How many?
Like literally, like a year and 2 months ago, I only had a laptop, and that laptop had an Intel Celeron dual core 4
Oh
gigs
no.
of RAM, and I don't want to say it.
Celeruns aren't very good.
32 gigs of eMMC, and
Oh no.
and
Was it a
and I
Chromebook?
made yeah, but I did something unholy. I may or may not have put a BIOS on it and installed Windows 10 on it and bought a
Yep.
500 gig external hard drive and like put all my stuff on it and I played Subnautica on like 70 FPS. It wasn't bad, but it was bad.
Was that with Crouton, I think it's called?
No, it was with Mr. Chromebook's release UEFI software, so I completely erased Chrome OS, and oh my god, you do not know how scared I was when I put my computer back to the Chrome OS BIOS, and I couldn't make a Chrome OS install USB.
Oh no.
Yeah, and I
Well,
had school the next day, and I needed it. That was
oh
stressful.
no. Well, I've been trying to put macOS Monterey onto my machine on an external drive. I don't have any of them that support the. I don't know what that file system is called. Not
A,
APFS.
uh,
Wait, no, it
wait,
is
is it?
APFS.
Yeah.
But it doesn't support it. So I couldn't install it, and I don't have enough space internally on my Mac. So, because I have to do all of my video editing, and that takes up a lot of space. Even though I've got a NAS, there's some files that I can't take off my computer because I need it for school.
What you need to get is like USB C and it's like buy a USB C to M.2 in enclosure and then just like buy
Yep.
like a 500 gig M.2. It's like $100 for 500 gig uh M.2, but like it's good performance if you know what I mean. Like you're
Yep.
actually getting value out of it. Because how many gigs do you have? Is it 128, 256?
I have 256. The base model early 2020 MacBook Air. With the dual
Nice.
core Intel
Like,
Core i3. Which is
but
why
like
if this stream is lagging, you know why. Yeah. So yeah, while we're on the topic of Chromebooks, my Chromebook, which I used to have a year ago, well, I still have it, I just don't use it very much. It's being my script laptop today.
I've got a good idea. How much RAM does it have?
Pardon?
How much RAM?
It has 4 gigs and it has 10 gigs of storage, so not quite as bad as your one was, but yeah, still not enough.
But how much in total? Was it like 32 gigs, 16 gigs?
How much storage?
Yeah.
10 gigs.
You mean, oh man. So, well, it would have 16 gigs. So you could actually install Windows 10 on that, or like Windows 7 even, or like Windows, yeah, or like Ubuntu,
I've
and
managed to
run a
install
sandbox
Windows
on
8
that.
on 8 gigabytes of storage. Oh, Windows 8 works on 8 gigabytes of storage. Not officially though, but
Uh, I've actually on my computer. I've been trying to put Windows of some sort onto an 8 gig USB.
yep.
Uh, and I came across a Tiny 10 and Tiny 7. Now Tiny 10 isn't working, but Tiny 7. I'm thinking about
Isn't
installing Minecraft onto my USB. Do you know what I mean?
isn't that isn't that video, was it a video that you watched?
Oh, yeah, because
From the
you
channel
have
Enderman.
to of manually install Windows 10.
Yep. Okay, well,
No, I can't do that for my USB. I've got to use Win to USB, and it says that you need a 16 or more gig USB, but there's a workaround
Yep.
just to edit the config file. But let's get back to the topic we were talking
Yep.
about.
We've gone very far off topic, so let's get on to our
Yeah.
next topic.
Apple has released the iPhone 13, which now has cinematic mode, and got the iPhone 13 Pro's 12 Pro's cameras. It's got the A15 and has the longest battery life in a phone, which is pretty amazing. Best iPhone battery life, so all day battery life, I guess.
The iPhone
Even in the mid.
The iPhone 13 Pro Max has a battery life of like 11 hours or something in a video that I watched.
Why? Mr. Who's the Boss
Yes.
did a wait, I'm just gonna quickly just pull up the video. Can I host this off of my computer next time?
Sure, if it's possible.
Yeah. Alright, I'm gonna have a quick sorry, could you take over for a minute?
So
Okay.
the iPhone
And wait, alright, let me turn up my volume.
The iPhone 13 has
Oh.
So even the iPhone 13 mini has got way more battery life than last year, which was one of the iPhone 13 minis, 12 minis.
The iPhone 13 Pro Max got 9 hours and 52 minutes, and the Pro got 18 hours and 17. The normal iPhone 13 got 7 hours and 45. iPhone 13 mini got 6.5 hours.
More than the iPhone SE.
And the iPhone 12 got 6 hours. Oh, also, the iPhone SE, let me tell you, it was the first to die.
Yes, very sad.
At
like 3 hours.
Go back. It's so far back. It's less than. Okay.
This phone with
it died
Minecraft.
At 3 hours and 7 minutes.
This phone with Minecraft actually can last a long time compared to my old iPhone 6, which died due to touch disease. And it can play Minecraft for hours, like probably more than 3 hours, because for some reason it doesn't consume much power, which is weird because a game you would expect would take more power, but no. Watching YouTube actually uses more power. Yeah. Anything else? Okay. Let's get on to our next topic. Google has announced its Pixel 6 event. So a month ago, a month or two ago, Google actually leaked the Pixel 6 on its social media. Kind of weird, but okay. They have a...
That like destroys the anticipation for the event. So what's the point now? It's like everyone already knows what it looks like, you know?
Yep. The point of the event is to actually say the specs and that of the thing, and yeah, to properly release it, and yeah. But it's a bit weird that they would leak their own product online. So yeah, very weird. They did it last year as well, didn't they?
I don't mean to sound rude, but I wasn't listening. Sorry.
Um,
Because a friend just scammed me about the PC. Sorry.
okay, I'll show you some photos of the Pixel 6 on my phone screen because I haven't got OBS set up to do the photo thing.
Well,
So here's...
I will as soon as next time.
So here's the Pixel 6. My phone's not showing quite well on the screen, but anyway, it has a big camera bar, which is going to look pretty weird with cases. So yeah.
But like,
we'll have to.
They always do like new and wacky things, just like this. It's like, for example, the Pixel. I think it was the 2 XL. That was my dream phone for a while, but let's have a look. Yeah, it's like it had a black bar fingerprint sensor. You know, it's like a big black bar at the top of the fingerprint sensor, just below that.
We'll have to see what the cases look like. They'll look pretty weird.
Also, the iPhone 13 has a slimmer notch, which is cool.
Yep. And it also has 120 Hz, the iPhone 13 Pro models. Yeah. Okay. On to our next topic.
Sorry. And drones have been used to deliver post to a remote island in Orkney. So a large twin engine drone is carrying mail. Up to 100 kilos can be carried on their journey of 35 miles, and it only takes 20 minutes, which is extremely cool. And now they can have contact with the outside world, you know, and like not have to always have ships, but instead have like a drone. And if it takes 20 minutes there and 20 minutes back, it's like they can send a lot of stuff with 100 kilos of max weight.
It's pretty cool. Talking about drones, I'm actually creating a drone boat. So if I grab it, I have it right here. This is coming up on a video next week, so subscribe for that on YouTube. But here we are. Here's the box boat. It's a plastic box, but it has a Raspberry Pi 3A Plus on the inside. 2,500 milliamp hour battery and some LEDs. But the motors haven't been put on yet, so yeah. And then I've got to get the thing working, so the program's working, so yeah.
You could use a Pi Zero, maybe.
They don't sell any at PB Tech.
Actually, I will prove you wrong, because there is something, and you know exactly what I'm talking about.
Yep.
On trade with me, Raspberry Pi Zero is about $20, which is a better price.
That would have been ideal for this project.
Do you want to have Wi-Fi and Bluetooth?
Yes. That's the reason why I got the Pi 3, because it has built-in Wi-Fi and Bluetooth. But I know there's the Raspberry Pi Zero W, which has Wi-Fi.
But the Pi 3 A Plus, how much RAM does it have? A gig?
512 megabytes, which is enough to control a boat.
yeah, I know, but like text-wise, man, it's bad. But like
I'm not
aside
using the
to
full
now,
desktop OS on it. I'm using Raspberry Pi OS Lite. So
yeah,
yeah.
I'm actually using a Raspberry Pi 3 B plus for Pi-hole, and my brother's linked it to a Wi-Fi router. So
Pi holes are pretty cool
uh
because they don't
yeah,
really block ads on YouTube, but they do block
well,
ads on
well,
stuff.co.nz, which has tons of ads.
but like some people like to look at, like our Google Ads services. It's like for shopping as well. Like
Yep.
if you're like looking for something, it makes sense. Which, which is why I may or may not have whitelisted Google Ad services because it's like it's like
Um,
stuff with it, and like me, I'm like just use an ad blocker. It's like you don't need to force it on everyone. And
yeah.
and now it's time for a break.
See you in a couple of minutes. Let's get the thing going.
Okay, so
Welcome
you'll
back.
be able to.
Welcome
Okay,
back.
so you will be able to install Windows 11 on incompatible devices. You will have to to wipe your hard drive or SSD to install it though, and you also won't get updates, which sort of sucks. It's like then why leave from Windows 10 when on Windows 10 you've got what is it 3 or 4 years of update?
Yep.
It's like
Windows 10
why
is going to be
that
supported until 2025. So, yeah, 10 years after it was released.
so which is 4 years and but they were always saying that Windows 10 was going to be the last version of Windows we would ever see.
Yes, I know. It's kind of weird. Microsoft has backtracked on
Yeah.
their things because um,
Mm.
don't know
It's
why. I guess
it's
it's
weird.
because they redesigned it and it feels different to Windows 10. So why not just call it a different version? And as far as from what I've seen, they're actually going to be releasing a version every year now. Bit like macOS. But they probably wouldn't be the
Oh,
drastic changes like they have been in the past, like Windows 7 to Windows 8 and Windows 8 to Windows 10 and Windows
not
10
like
to 11.
not like not like that, but like after each other. It's like for example with macOS, we haven't really seen any changes from from Sierra up until Big Sur. It's like at Big Sur there was that big change, but there wasn't really any
In
other changes. It's like
in
there's new apps, new icons, but like the UI is sort of like the same.
in Mojave they introduced dark mode and the
Mm.
dynamic background that which my Mac is currently in dark mode right now because I've set it to auto. So
It's like
yeah.
it's like me. I really need just to get like a good background. Like I just don't care about my background. How like sometimes you're like, oh, I'll do it, but just later.
I always keep my background to the default one. Like with macOS Monterey, though, there's no natural background. There's just the squiggly lines. It's not as not as bad. It's not as bad as the Big Sur one, though. The Big Sur graphic is ugly. Like,
It's like the Big Set one. It's like I used to to think it looked good until I installed it on my computer and actually looked at it.
yep.
Like
The At least Big Sur has a nature background though, but Monterey doesn't. So,
but
yeah.
that you also got from previous updates. Okay, so now I think you're going to talk about iOS 15.
So iOS 15 has brought quite a lot of changes to iOS. Like, okay, let's find Safari. So Safari has a completely new design and it's nice and easy to change tabs. There's also tab groups.
I just hate how it's like I know you can change it on the bottom, but I still hate how they have the bar on the bottom.
You can change it to the top in settings.
Yeah, yeah, I know, but like most people wouldn't know how to, you know? It's like
Yep.
who update from iOS 14.
There's also a new Photos app, well, a slightly new Photos app, because if you swipe up, it used to show the people. Now it shows what camera it was taken on and, yeah, the specs of the photo.
That is really cool.
So, there was also, what else was new? SharePlay, which hasn't been introduced. You can also invite Windows and Android users to use FaceTime with a link. There's a new background, which again I think is quite ugly compared to the iOS. Well, the light background is awful, but the dark background looks fine. But compared to iOS 13 with this background, I quite like it because it looks way better than the iOS 14 ones and the 15 ones as well. Yeah.
Also, it is a happy day for iPad users because we finally get widgets after all this time. I have been waiting. Like I thought it would be I thought it would be iOS 14, but they made us wait an extra year.
I don't know why. It's a bit weird that they did that. Yeah. iOS 15 also
Apple,
brings the.
It's like no offense, but like that is very true.
iOS 15 also brings the magnifier app, so I can magnify myself. Yeah, just to demonstrate.
Or magnify me.
Yeah, what else is new? So on iPad OS, there's the new way that you can put apps side by side.
Also, App Library.
Oh yeah, that's come to iPad as well. And it's on the dock, so iPad OS and Mac OS are actually starting to overlap each other a little bit. Although I don't think Apple's going to merge the operating systems, as Craig Federighi specifically said no at an Apple event, and the letters just dropped down behind him. So, yeah.
If you installed the macOS BIOS on an iPad Pro with the M1, I wonder if you would be able to get macOS and the keyboard and mouse working, because they got Android on it. Why can't they get macOS on it? You know.
They could make it so that you could have a choice, but it has the M1 processor. It has Thunderbolt, So, yeah. But macOS doesn't support Face ID yet, but they could make it support Face ID as well. Oh, there's also a new weather app.
Oh yeah, a new weather icon.
Looks
Oh,
great.
finally the app changed. I watched the entire event, yet they never mentioned the weather app.
There's also was there anything new in the camera? Oh yeah, there's you can do the text thing. You can like scan something. Well,
Yeah.
not scan something,
Uh,
but your phone can read
uh,
text.
there's gonna be a cinematic mode.
And that's on the iPhone 13.
It's a,
What?
it's a, but you'd think it would be on the iPhone 12 Pro because the iPhone 13 has the iPhone 12 Pro's cameras.
Yep. Also, iOS 15 has brought the notification summary and focus.
Oh, also no notifications look so much more nicer, you know?
Yep.
They just look different,
Okay.
but in a better way, in a
I've
good
got
way.
I've got to go shortly, so let's head to our
Okay,
next
so
topic.
okay, and and we now have a video about our upcoming channels.
Okay, so yeah, that's the video. So we have our new channels are CMG Clips, standing for Crunch Media Group Clips. Crunch News, which will have tech news. CMG Clips will have clips from the week's tech wrap up. Crunch Tutorials will have like tech tutorials. We've got a video coming up soon on that. And Veronica's Crime Time, which we haven't got the logo for yet, will be a crime stories channel. So no, we're not doing crimes because that's just bad. But anyway, I've got our intro for Crunch Tutorials here. So let's play that. So yeah, it's pretty similar to the to the Computer Crunch intro, but yeah, so that's basically it.
And is there anything else?
So I hope you like our new graphics that we've had today. Our on-screen graphics. It looks a lot better than it did last time. And yeah, and last time was an improvement. So yeah, I think we're finished. This is probably the last, not the last tech wrap up, the longest tech wrap up that we've done. It's also going to be the smoothest because I've done some fiddling in the settings so that it the thing's less glitchy, and yeah, so hopefully that's worked. Yeah.
But next time it might be even better.
Yep. Okay. Thanks for watching.
Bye.
This is available on YouTube and Twitch. Remember to like, share this video with your friends, follow us on Twitch, and subscribe. Bye!